Hi all, Professor Choco again. Just a video to introduce you to the course by briefly going through the syllabus. So starting at the top, I do have an office hour listed right now from 9 to 10 in the morning on Zoom. Here's the link for it. This is on Friday at 9 to 10. I give you my home phone because I don't really use my hack phone, so I would like you to not leave messages there, but you can always call me at home anytime, or of course, send me an email at my hack address. Course identifying number information, should you need it. The description and outcomes are typical of a philosophy course. We're going to be doing a lot of looking at arguing in this course, reasoning, so you'll learn to identify and master the art and science of reasoning. As already described in emails from the bookstore and an announcement that you'll see from me, this book, Logic and Contemporary Rhetoric, our only text, is in the 13th edition, which you do need and which you've already been charged for as we begin the course through the Inclusive Access Program, which gives you a very good price for e-access. You can reject that e-access, though I wouldn't recommend it. You can opt out to get the book your own way. You can keep it as your only method. You could keep it and also get the book your own way if you would like a hard copy. Let me know if you have any questions about that. The grading in the course. The course is broken down into these 4 items, and it is points-based overall. So there will be quizzes throughout the course, and most of them will be objective. Multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, but there will be some short response questions. Quizzes will generally be between 10 and 15 points each week. And we will have a week or two where we don't do quizzes, but again, they will be generally throughout the course, 1 per week. Collectively, the quizzes will amount to between 140 and 150 points. And do keep in mind that questions that require a response will show 0 for the grade, as will the entire quiz if they're just a portion of the quiz, until I grade them. So it's not a bad thing, it just means they are still to be graded. Discussions, most weeks will have a discussion board, which will normally require you to post your own reflection and also comment on one other student's reflection for roughly 5 points each for the post and the reply to another for 10 possible points. Again, overall, the DBs will be worth between 100 and 120 points, as we will have between 10 and 12 of them. Dropbox assignments, we'll call them Dropboxes, I will call them assignments. There will be at least 8 of these in the course. It's possible we might have a 9th one. The normal point total will be 30, though some of them may end up being a little less or a little more to reflect their importance and their difficulty or length. They will be using textual prompts, and I will be explaining them as well as the prompts themselves from the text will explain them for you. So the total here is somewhere between 240 and 250 points. And then the final paper, which there is, in lieu of a final exam, there's a final paper of 4 to 6 pages. You will be informed of topic choices a couple of weeks before it is due. It'll be due near the end of the course, final week, right at the beginning of exam period, perhaps. It'll be worth 100 points. And so overall, if you add these points up, will be between 580 and 620, depending on the final point total in these slightly variable items. So I do have a lateness policy, simple lateness policy, in that each and every piece of work in the course, you are allowed a makeup of one of them. Yeah, that's explained here. That expect you to request that within 3 days of you missing the right here. It says having missed the deadline for a particular quiz, assignment, discussion board. Of course, the final paper is a different animal entirely, since it's at the very end. So we'll talk more about that. I do set time limits on the quizzes. That's the only timed items in the course. So there is a grace period, and the quizzes will not disappear, but please try not to exceed the time plus the grace period. If you do it slightly, that's fine, but if you do it a lot and habitually, I will have to take off points. So we will be discussing a lot of topical and controversial issues in this course, so please be respectful of others' views and their right to express their opinion. We should feel confident and free to say what's on our mind within our own reasoned explanations. And if you feel that there is an issue there, please do let me know. So again, this course being completely online, please keep in mind that the standards of writing and thinking will be the same as in any regular course would be, which I think we're all aware of that now. I'm very comfortable. So please be as complete and full-bodied in your thinking and writing and arguing as you can be. All right, information about withdrawing academic dishonesty. I do, obviously, you need to avoid plagiarizing, which includes any usage of another person's work without documenting. Coming to attendance, I'm required to confirm your attendance twice. So the first time in this course ends on the 30th, so that gives us a couple of weeks. You just have to do a piece of work for me to be able to confirm that. If you don't, the college will drop you and you would need to petition for reinstatement. Second confirmation occurs in coordination with midterm grades being due on October 20th. This is what counts for attendance: doing work, submitting an assignment, taking a quiz, participating in a graded discussion board. In our case, that's what will qualify. Drop withdrawal policy, you can read that, make sure you understand it. And this is, my application of it is pretty standard and fits the framework of the course. Okay, so we get into the schedule. As you can see, the schedule for our late start course is roughly a chapter a week. I do have scheduled a chapter a week straight through. We may need to tweak that. It could be updated. I gave you the major dates on this schedule. The drop deadline, the first confirmation, the second confirmation of attendance when we have fall break, which just simply means for our course that items will not be set as due those days. Although as an online course, since we're completely asynchronous, occasionally I will have due times dates on weekends. But I will honor the breaks in the course. That's the weekday breaks, fall break, and of course Thanksgiving break. And the course grading criteria, which is just mentioned earlier, in that this can represent some rubric of exactly, or not exactly, but generally what qualifies as A and B and C level work. the EEOC policy, read, make sure you understand our specific person for virtual is also with the Harrisburg campus, Carol Kerper. Okay, well, that's our introduction to the syllabus. I will mention one other thing, go to one other location here for you. And that will be to the content area, which in set up as modules is where you'll find almost all of the work, the best place to find the work in an organized fashion. I remind you that as you are starting here, you have the syllabus in Word and PDF, my introduction to myself that you hopefully viewed before this video. And the other item, which again is kind of an extra piece of work that qualifies as, I put it here, as an automatic 5 points for doing it, completing it successfully, that will get you these 5 points toward the overall points, called the Start Here Agreement. So you just go into the Dropbox place for this and just confirm, said I understand, one by one, confirm these and, sign off on it with your name. And that is the agreement. So, right. I think that covers the basics right now. The Cengage resources, of course. The Red Shelf ebook is what you have been already charged for. And as a faculty member, I would be clicking in here too, but you can view these course materials. Let me see, make sure that so again, it should come up automatically since we're not using any extra courseware, the complimentary stuff that the publisher provides, just the book. So the ebook is here. If I click on Start Reading, it should be loading for me and you have access to it. All right, so that covers it. Let me know, as always, if you have any questions. Feel free to call or send an email. So thank you and talk to you again soon.